Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We of course see plenty of new updates drop between Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. Sometimes we see them week to week, sometimes we see them happen multiple times a week. It just depends on the situation, right? But essentially with every single new update, the devs are always updating the game files to introduce new changes, new tweaks there, sometimes new content. And with that, they also introduce content that's not fully readily available and accessible in game. And this stuff gets data mined, this stuff gets leaked. And recently we've seen a handful of new leaks surface, both for the short term here within Warzone, but also for the long term as well, with some very surprising details. So today we've got a lot of very interesting things to break down. As we get into it all, if you enjoy the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. It is always really appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, you want to guarantee that every single day you are up to date with all things going on in Call of Duty, whether it's MW3 Warzone or anything else going on in the world of COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications and join us ultimately on the road to 1 million subscribers. Now, first and foremost, whenever we are talking about leaks and rumors within COD, I do want to preface just to be 100% certain that you guys are aware these are just leaks and these are just rumors. So no, this is not 100% official, 100% guaranteed to all happen, whether it's at a specific time frame that we're talking about or even ever. Things could be updated, scrapped, adjusted in any way, shape, or form. So just because they are leaks right now doesn't mean that they are certain to happen at some point in the future. It's not official until someone from Call of Duty says something. So just keep that in mind as always. But this information is stemming from various different leakers over on Twitter, Forward Leaks being the main source of a lot of this. And like I said, we've got some interesting details for some short-term updates here within MW3 and Warzone, but also some longer-term stuff with the future of Warzone and even Call of Duty 2024 Black Ops Gulf War. That's the leaked name of that game so far. But let's start short-term first. Obviously, with some of the upcoming seasonal updates here in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone, we're going to see some standard seasonal content, including the addition of new aftermarket parts. It's something we're frequently already seeing here in Season 1. With all of the new weekly challenges, basically every single week we're getting some kind of new aftermarket part, and we've got a lot that were slated for Season 1, but future seasons are going to include these as well. And one of the recently leaked ones that has like a full-on model render in the game files is apparently an underbarrel chainsaw. Now, they've been getting pretty fancy with some of these aftermarket parts already. We had the Jack Purifier, which is an underbarrel flamethrower. We've seen some pretty crazy ones, turning the tier into a full-on like outlaw from Black Ops 4 and like a marksman rifle. Some fun ones are in there for sure. An underbarrel chainsaw would definitely be very loud in multiple senses of the word. You could use this, I would presume, as a melee and actually use it as a chainsaw weapon, but also that thing would stick out. That thing would make you very obvious with your weapon builds there, but could be hilarious at the same time. So definitely an interesting aftermarket update there for sure. I'd be very curious to see how exactly that would be balanced. And then also another more short-term one, we've heard various different leaks and rumors of Modern Warfare 3 potentially having other COD game themed seasons. One in particular is Season 3. A lot of the leaks that we've already discussed in past videos here is about how Season 3 may be an advanced warfare themed season with weapons like the BAL 27, the ASM-1, the Moors all returning within season, potentially some advanced warfare themed maps. Well, now we have some information pertaining to some Call of Duty Ghosts assets in game. Most recently, there's been a new potential boss leaked for zombies here within Modern Warfare 3, and it appears to be the gargoyle render from Call of Duty Ghosts Extinction Mode. Now, this is apparently, like I said, a newly updated file. It's not something that's been left over in the game files for some time. Data miners and leakers have only just discovered this, which would indicate it's something that's actively being worked on. And you also may recall that with some of the weapon leaks that we've already discussed on the channel as well, the ARX 160 rifle is one of the weapons that's been leaked in the files for some time, a weapon that was featured in Call of Duty Ghosts. So this gargoyle leak that's now surfaced could mean that yes, in fact, we are going to see an advanced warfare themed season at some point and even a ghost themed season at some point. Would certainly be interesting and kind of a cool nostalgia sort of throwback to some of the other games that have obviously happened in COD in recent years that we haven't seen too much of recently. Obviously, no sequel to Ghosts is a bummer because that story definitely deserves more telling there. But anyways, shifting focus from some of the short-term stuff, we then shift to the long-term with COD 2024 and some potential future Warzone updates that have all leaked courtesy of Modern Warfare 3's files. And like I said, forward leaks over on Twitter. Vondia's Pog is another one of the accounts that has been leaking some of this stuff. So initially here we got some new information on streaks. Obviously a big update this year with streaks that I'm personally a big fan of is the fact that we can choose to run either score streaks or kill streaks within Modern Warfare 3. So if you're big on the objectives, you can run the score streaks and thrive off of that. If you played a little bit more slow and you're more kill oriented, you could use your kill streaks and be just fine there. But apparently so far in COD 2024, the leaks and the rumors are saying that it's going to be score streaks only. There will be no option for kill streaks in Black Ops Gulf War, and the score streaks will likely be wrappable. So let's say you're running a UAV, a counter UAV, and an orbital VSAT. If you go through and you get all three of those in a life, currently in game like Modern Warfare 3, you're only allowed 3 streaks per life. After you get that top one, that orbital VSAT in this example, you're done until you die. Well, in Black Ops Gulf War, apparently if you get that orbital VSAT and you keep going, you could then get a second UAV, a second counter UAV, a second VSAT, a third, a fourth, if you're going absolutely crazy, nuclear, quite literally, right? So could be very cool to see that. Personally, I'm a big fan of wrappable streaks being a thing. Not as big of a fan of being limited to just score streaks. Personally, that's my vibe. I much prefer score streaks, but I do like having the option of kill streaks because obviously certain play styles favor more towards that. They've also talked a little bit about movement and some leaks here when it comes to Black Ops Gulf War and potentially even the future of Warzone with the integration there. Obviously, since all games are being built from the same engine now, it's quite possible that year over year, we do see movement changes within Warzone to match whatever the multiplayer and premium title is doing there. Obviously, we've got the same movement from MW3 to Warzone this year, and it's possible that that happens again with COD 2024. But according to the leaks here, dolphin diving is going to be reworked for Black Ops Gulf War and is going to be far more useful than it's been in years past. Dating back to Warzone 2, obviously, slide canceling was not a thing. Sliding in general was awful and hindered you in so many ways, so dolphin diving was the main movement mechanic. This year, dolphin diving is used more as like an evasive maneuver to avoid conflict, to get out of gunfire, to get momentum on parachutes. Slide canceling is rather the main movement this time around. But if dolphin diving has more rewards, it resets, tac sprints, or does other things, it could be a lot more useful mechanic. So apparently it's going to be much more impactful in Warzone and Black Ops Gulf War moving forward. We're also apparently going to see the return of the weapon platform system where, the M4 is connected to this SMG and it's connected to this LMG, or we have the Lockman platform, or the various different made up names that they use for whatever guns in the game. They'll be connected like that, which probably means that as far as unlocking and ranking up goes, we're going to have a similar system to MW2 and MW3 this year, where in order to unlock this attachment on your M4, you got to level up, this SMG or this, marksman rifle or whatever the case is, right? Personally, I'm not a huge fan of that. I much more prefer the basic leveling system. If you hit max level on your M4, you've got all your M4 attachments. If you hit max level on your MP5, you've got all your MP5 attachments. It's not something that is like wildly convoluted that makes you go out of your way to level weapon A, and then weapon B, and then weapon, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever the case is, to get all the favorable attachments. It can be a little bit complex and overwhelming for more casual players. So kind of depends on how you view weapon platforms, whether good or bad. When it comes to if you perceive this news as good or bad. And then lastly here, we did get some leaks about the perk system. It seems like there's going to be more natural perks returning in Black Ops Gulf War multiplayer in terms of like it not being gear based like this year where we have the vest and we've got the gloves and the boots. Based on the leaks so far, they're only being described as base perks. Now this could change, they could evolve into gear, but we're seeing different data mine files for standard perks like dexterity returning, different perks for tac sprinting and referencing that, so that would be returning, different perks for speeding up your mantling, different perks for speeding up your slides and whatnot. There's even a wall hack perk where when you spawn in, you're able to see enemies through walls for a brief period of time. They're all being referenced as perks and not as any gear or anything like that as of now. So again, being leaks, that could change, that could evolve, but as of now, we do have some interesting details, seemingly indicating that movement is going to be similar to it is now, which would be a first for a Black Ops title. Usually that movement system is far different, at least in the premium title. And then also things like wall hack perks could be interesting for sure. So we're going to have to wait and see. Obviously, a lot of this stuff, though, is much further on down the road than what we talked about towards the start of the video. Either way, those are all of the new leaks and rumors that we've got for some future updates as of now. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. And of course, if you're new here, you want to guarantee you're always up to date with all things going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.